Alright, today we're in Acadia National Park, and I brought my buddy Chad along. We're going to climb Dorr Mountain, possibly Cadillac Mountain as well, via one of the more difficult trails in Acadia National Park, the ladder trail, which, as its name implies, uses ladders to ascend the east face of Dorr Mountain. Slowly but surely we're going up Dorr Mountain. These stairs are a nice touch too. Well, it's about probably 1,000 feet of elevation gap separating the trailhead from the summit. At least it's a mile, so parts of this will probably go straight up, to be quite frank. I'm already starting to feel it. Feeling the burn? Whew, yeah, we haven't done the tough parts. I'll show you those in time. Viewers and subscribers, pardon my French, but holy shit, these stairs are an ass kicker. Man, how's that for a workout? My sentiments exactly. Alright, might actually have to shed a layer. We aren't even at the ladders yet. I'm pretty sure there are ladders in this thing. If not, kind of a letdown. You know, this is a nice trail. Anyway, I'll meet you further toward the summit of Dorr Mountain. Alright, looks like the trail's taking us to a little rock crevice. You got views of the road where I just started. And Champlain Mountain, one of the more prominent peaks in Acadia. Maybe the Bar Harbor Fire Department does train here. Certainly a cheap option. Nice, and hopefully it'll just get better from here. Alright, we've reached the first of the ladders. This is my buddy Chad walking up it, and I'm starting to shiver, so well, my legs are starting to shake. So I'm not going to record myself climbing this for obvious reasons, but at least I have handholds on the side. So I'm going to climb this and I'll meet you further up. Alright, we're past the ladder. Holy crap, that was sketchy as hell. Hey, there's another car down there. Well, I'm not the only one. It's crazy to have to hike this in December. Good views of Champlain Mountain, whatever subordinate peak that is. Take a few pictures from here, then we'll continue on toward Dorr Mountain. Not gonna lie, this is a little sketchy at times, but it is fun. We have another ladder. Alright, I'll meet you at the other side of this. Trail's going up at a decent clip still, but I think it should be reaching a junction with the shift path, I think it's called, fairly shortly. If I see something interesting, I'll show it to you. Otherwise, I'll meet you at that junction. Alright, you reach the junction with shift path. That way it'll take you to the parking area near the tarn. This way will take you 0.6 miles, 1 kilometer to the summit of Dorr Mountain. Elevation around 1,200 feet. Can we do it? Can we summit yet another peak in Acadia? Let's find out. Alright, not gonna lie, the upper part of the shift path does have quite a bit of ice. Both me and my friend Chad almost took spills. Some of it's deceiving because it's black ice and clear ice. Hopefully the view from Dorr is worth it. Anyway, up we go toward it. Alright, I think I underestimated just how freaking icy this mountain is. I think I have to put on the microspikes. Chad's slowly working his way up without eating shit. Anyway, I'll meet you further up this thing. Doesn't look like he has that much further to go. Alright, we've reached a junction with the Dorr Mountain North and Southwards trails. This area right here, it's nice. You can see Cadillac Mountain and the ocean. It is not the summit of Dorr Mountain. The summit of Dorr Mountain is actually a tenth of a mile that way. And soon nothing interesting happens, I'll meet you at the summit. Welcome to the summit of Dorr Mountain. Elevation 1,270 feet. Located in Acadia National Park in down East Maine near Bar Harbor. Whew. We did it, man.
Woo!
That was not an easy trek up, mostly due to the fact that the upper part of the hike on the shift path was icy as hell. Pretty challenging without micro spikes. I gotta give Chad props for doing it without them. The ladder trail, not icy, steep and challenging, but it was actually pretty fun. You got Cadillac Mountain right there, the granddaddy of Acadia. South Ridge, nice trail that goes up that, and lo and behold, we have the ocean. And the summer, theoretically, you can go on like an 8-mile mountain hike and then drive like 10 minutes and go swimming in the ocean. Not too many places on the East Coast you can do that. We were going to go back down the shift path, but not when you realized how icy it was. We were going to go down the South Ridge Trail and link up with some other trails to get back up to the ladder trailhead on Maine Route 3. So I'll take the picture montage here, and then I'll meet you further down the South Ridge Trail. Alright, we changed the plan a little bit, seeing as it's only 10:10 and we're only here for today, might as well get our money's worth. We are actually going to hike up to that mountain, Cadillac Mountain, highest point in Acadia National Park and Mount Desert Island. According to the map I have, and about other maps, it's 0.2 from that junction up there to the gorge down there, and then 0.4. About 0.5 to the summit of Cadillac. Hope it's not too icy. Might as well get our money's worth, like I said. Okay, this is still steep, rough, and icy as hell, but what's a Acadia trip without a challenge? This is probably the longest it'll ever take if you hike 0.2 miles. Nice little cleft. Take a few pictures in here and I'll meet you further down. Alright, we're at the bottom of the mountain pass between Dorr and Cadillac. Holy crap. Not only was it steep, rough, and rocky, icy as hell, it probably took us like as long to hike 0.2 miles as it usually does for us to hike a mile. I'll give you funny ideas with that. Alright, now we're gonna make our way up toward the granddaddy of Acadia National Park, Cadillac Mountain. I'll meet you up there. Oh, there's a junction there. I'll meet you there to save battery time. Alright, this is our way up Cadillac Mountain. 0.4 miles, 0.6 kilometers for our neighbors to the north. Or east, depending on which way you're looking in Canada. So we're going up there. Doesn't appear icy here, but if it's anything like the past few miles were, we'll probably encounter some. So anyway, we're going to head up to Cadillac Mountain. I'll meet you further up. This trail we're taking out of the gorge into Cadillac. So far it's still fairly steep and rough, but knock on wood, it's far less icy than the trail we took down from that mountain, Dorr Mountain. So hopefully the pattern continues. Alright, we have a view of where it just came from, Dorr Mountain. I think there's a few hikers there right now. And over there you got Champlain Mountain, the Beehive, Gore Mountain, and And there's the gorge we just came to. I can't believe we already climbed all that way in elevation. So we don't have that much further to go until we hit the summit there at Cadillac Mountain. It's only 0.4 from the gorge to the summit. So if something interesting happens, I'll show you. Otherwise, I'll meet you at the summit area. Alright, welcome to the summit area of 1,528 foot Cadillac Mountain, the highest point on Mount Desert Island, Acadia National Park, and the east coast of the USA. True summit is actually out there. We're going to go there anyway because Southwards Trail starts there, but man, look at the sun reflecting off the ocean. Sun, mountains, ocean, all right next to each other. Doesn't get much better. Dorr Mountain down there. You see it too well. And the Park Loop Road, I don't know if I said it, it's close to the season. I don't know if I said it, but Park Loop Road is close to the season, so no cars, no people. This place is deserted. Whatever, more mountain for us. Anyway, I'll quit babbling on. Take some pictures from here, meet you at the true summit over yonder in a little bit. Then I'll meet you down the Cadillac Southwards Trail. Alright, welcome to the true summit there at Cadillac Mountain. True summit is that little hump over there, I believe. This is it, that development over there. I don't believe it's a true summit. It's got nice views of Southern Slope Mountain, Cadillac Mountain, Chad, and over toward the Atlantic Ocean with the sun beating down on it. Oh my god, camera keeps cutting. So anyway, I'll quit babbling on. Probably gonna be a long video whenever I can get it uploaded and put together. So we'll take a few pictures from here and I'll meet you down the Cadillac Southwards Trail on our way to the Cannon Brook Trail, which will end up taking most of the way back to the ladder trail on Maine Route 3. Alright, we are now on the Southwards Trail. I believe this might actually be the longest single trail in Acadia National Park. Especially now that I think they built an extension to Blackwoods Campground. So we are going to go up a little bit. And then we're going to encounter some actually pretty damn good ridge walking. Or some of the best I've ever encountered anywhere. Which is surprising considering the mountain's low height. So anyway, I'll meet you when we get to that interesting stuff. Hello, ice. I gotta say, the Southwards Trail on Cadillac Mountain has some of the best ridge walking I've seen, not only in Acadia National Park, but anywhere, especially with the sun being off the ocean a bit. Pretty soon we're gonna get to a point where the ridge will kind of start to look like the Franconia Ridge in the White Mountains. Kind of vaguely, but if you ever seen that? Over there I get a view toward the Bubbles, Penobscot Mountain, and Sargent Mountain, which it's what I hiked on a prior trip. Oh yeah. Definitely a favorite of mine. We're at the junction with the West Face Trail. It's probably the most steepest, most difficult route up Cadillac. And you got Palmetto Mountain over there, Penobscot and Sargent. Down over there, I think you can see the Bubbles. No words, I tell you, no words. Anyway, I'll quit babbling on and we'll continue down the Southwards Trail. Yeah, this is the area right here where I kind of said looks vaguely like the Franconia Ridge. It's like you got the double summits, except big difference. We're like 4,000 feet lower. We got the ocean, the sun in the background. Gotta love it. Anyway, down to the Cannon Brook Trail. Should be getting fairly close to the junction with the Cannon Brook Trail. Rock outcrop over there. A little sub peak called Dyke Peak. May or may not be on the Acadia 26. And that over there is where we just came from. Cadillac Mountain looks a lot bigger than 1,530 feet from this vantage point. Gonna go down here, kind of circle about a bit, then start making the return to the ladder trailhead. Aside from the initial descent off the ridge, this should be relatively flat. Alright, reach a junction with the Cannon Brook Trail. You can take it that way to Jordan Pond, or you can take it this way to back toward the cane path to the ladder trailhead. This is the way we're gonna go. So there's gonna be an initial descent off the ridge. Other than that, it should be relatively flat. Hope so anyway. This is a pretty little trail right here, passing by a babbling brook of sorts. Okay, we want to go down this way. It looks like we're going along the brook bed, but you can tell there's a Bates cairn right there, so that's the way you want to go. Alright, this is a very odd setup the National Park Service has going on this trail. It goes, as dictated by those cairns, down the freaking brook bed. Interesting. But then again, this trail, just from what I'm getting at, it doesn't seem like it sees that much use. It's kind of lightly trodden, requires a bit of care to follow, and of course follows a brook bed. Sometimes goes right in the brook bed. It's all good though. Maybe a mile and a half or so to the trailhead. Let's do it. Oh wow, this is neat. Part of the brook kind of cascades into this little pool. Looks clear enough to freaking swim in and drink out of. I bet it's bone-chillingly cold though. Oh, wind and thirst. It's supposed to be relatively safe to drink, but then again, you can never be too careful. Wow, look at that gorge. It's got a little cascade down there. Maybe if we take the trail further that way, it'll bring us closer to it. Cascade on an ocean island with mountains in the background. This can get any better. Here's the bottom of that gorge that I showed you. Here we'll get a good enough view of the center of it. Hope I can find one later on, but this runs right down the mountainside with a little bit of a cascade right there. Not too shabby. Alright, now the Cannon Brook Trail has actually got quite a bit easier and more mellow. So it should be smooth sailing from here back to the ladder trailhead, which by now we're probably about 3/4 of a mile from. If something interesting happens, I'll show it to you, otherwise I'll meet you back at the ladder trailhead. Alright, one final video before I meet you back at the trailhead. This is a junction with the cane path to get a view of Champlain Mountain and subordinate peak. That way is a continuation of the Cannon Brook Trail. It'll take you out to Maine Route 3 at a point a little south of where it started. You want to keep going this way for a little over 0.3. Back to the ladder trail, then follow the short distance back to the highway. If nothing interesting happens, ooh, this is a nice little long boardwalk too. Kind of reminds me of the one I saw on the Jordan Pond path. So anyway, assuming nothing interesting happens, I'll meet you back at the trailhead off Maine Route 3 near Bar Harbor. We're back at the trailhead off Maine Route 3. We did it, man. You did great. Man, I gotta say, for such a relatively moderate hike, that packed a punch. That's one thing about the mountains in Acadia, and if you're hiking them, don't be fooled by the low elevation. They are like, feel anything but. So we hiked up Dorr Mountain via the ladder trail and shift path, so we hiked down the gorge between the Dorr and Cadillac over to Cadillac. So we took the southwards trail down Cadillac to the Cannon Brook Trail and took that in the cane path back here. Not sure what the round trip distance and gain is off the top of my head. As always, I'll list a true number and the credits to the best of my ability. So, from my buddy Chad, and yours truly, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on my next adventure. Yeah, I may have misunderestimated, what the hell, who the hell do I think I am, George W. Bush. This is going in the bloopers.